Hi, Miracle.
Hello, Michelle. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, how are you? Good
I'm
afternoon. Yes, we
I'm doing
can
fine.
put even briefly our camera and
Yeah.
see each other.
Just give me a moment. Let me connect my camera.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, it's on. It's
All
a
right.
bit dark.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right.
Okay, it's good to meet you.
Yeah, it's good to meet you too.
Yeah, and well, how is going on your teaching those days? Where are you teaching in Nigeria?
Okay, I am a secondary school teacher. So presently
Yes,
we are actually on holidays, but we do have some extra lessons, So
yes.
I'm part of the teachers, but it just starts from 9 to 1. So it's not much.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
9 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right. And in which domain is it? This
Okay.
extra teaching?
Um, I am a main teacher and also an extra teacher. I'm teaching physics.
Okay, okay, fine. Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's general physics, I
Yeah.
guess,
Yes. Yeah.
to the
I have a degree.
students. And
I have a degree in physics and astronomy.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. And how old are they? 12, 15, or younger?
Okay. You're asking me my age.
No, no, no. At the school,
Okay.
the
It's
students, what is their ages?
okay. Secondary school. It is usually below 16, 16,
Okay,
17. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I think it's more or less the same in most of the countries.
Yeah. Exactly.
Um, and then they have a diploma, like something like what I will call a baccalaureate.
Okay. Bachelor of Science. I am Bachelor of
Oh,
Science. Yes.
Bachelor of Science. Okay,
Yes.
that's the name. Oh yeah, okay, Bachelor of Science. Fine, fine. And then so they have 17 years old or something like this.
Wait. Okay. You were asking me for the student that I'm teaching.
The at school
Okay.
when
By
they are graduate
okay.
from the secondary school.
They write West African
Mhm.
examination. So I don't know the I can't remember the exact name because
Yeah,
we
okay,
just call
but
them
well.
secondary school graduates. So
Mhm.
yeah, they
Okay,
obtain their certificate.
okay, they got a certificate at the
Yes,
end of the school. Okay,
yes. So I was
so you
thinking that you were asking me about me. I have a bachelor's of science. So
okay, you have a bachelor of science. Yes, I
yes,
guess to be
yeah,
a teacher. Okay,
yeah.
no, no, it was for the kids at
Oh, okay,
school.
okay.
That's okay. So thank you, Miracle. And what are the ages of your pupils at school?
Okay. Like I said, below 17,
Below 17. Okay,
16,
most
17. Yeah,
16. Okay, that's the average.
yeah.
You do not teach our, let's say, youngest, about 12,
No. I mostly teach the
for
seniors.
example,
I
or
I mostly teach the seniors, those in the senior level.
senior level.
Yes.
Okay.
But I also
And
I'm also involved in astronomy. Okay, I'm involved in
okay,
astronomy. Although I do that one as a voluntary work. Okay, I don't get paid for doing that. It actually
okay.
started. It actually started during the lockdown. During the lockdown, there was no movement, so there
Yeah.
was. Can you remember the launch American, like? U.S. sent astronauts to the International Space Station from their soil using the SpaceX rocket. Remember
No.
that?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. During that period, they made it exciting. They created a Facebook group where people can join. Be excited about the program. So I joined that group, and after the launch of the rocket from the American soil, I started to connect with people from different backgrounds in astronomy. I connected with those into citizen science, the asteroid search, citizen science. I also connected
Yes.
with those using Webb telescope, the SLU Webb telescope. So, and
Okay.
those programs are very, very exciting. They are very exciting. So, after 2020, I started to, you know, you know, invite people, engage other people from other countries, and up to now we have engaged up to okay. I have engaged people from the. By the way, uh, I discovered that those projects are not they're not popular in Africa. So I started to engage people from different backgrounds. I started to engage lecturers and researchers in the university. I started to engage those working in the space agencies of different countries. I also engaged with teachers in secondary schools from now we have up to 40 African countries, and I hope to engage more persons from the 54 countries in Africa. So our program has really gone very wide. So I do those things voluntarily after school. So in the morning I go and teach. In the afternoon, if I come back, I engage people. I actually have a slide to present so that I will show you some of my projects.
Yes, please, because they just open it, but
Okay, let me share my screen.
uh, uh, show me what you are doing in this domain.
Okay, they said host
Will
disabled participation.
will screen so unaware.
Okay,
No, it's mine. So
right.
it will be fun. Should be able to share your screen normally. If not, I will well redo something.
Okay. Okay, I think it is working now.
Okay, I don't see yet it, but let me think. Let me see. Okay, yes, it's coming.
Yeah.
Fine. Yes, it's here. Great.
All right. So, so that is me. I'm also one of the national astronomy education coordinators in Nigeria.
Yes, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. So,
Okay, I see it. Yes,
and
fine.
and I established an organization called the Pan African Citizen Science E-Lab to spread some of these programs that I mentioned. So I classify them under different programs. We have Pascal Lab Project 1.0. So here we talk
Mhm.
about asteroid search and other programs. Then Pascal Lab Project 2.0 is um, astrophoto visual development, and Pascal Lab
Mhm.
Project 3.0 is web telescope. I'm going to break these different projects down. So under the Pascal Lab Project 1.0 is, like I mentioned, is the Pan-African Asteroid Search Campaign. And we have space arts and space competitions.
Mhm.
So this is the Pan African. This is one of our past programs. Uh, One of our past programs, we got an opportunity from the International Astronomical Search Collaboration to host our Pan-African asteroid search. So I train teachers, students, and space enthusiasts in this asteroid search. And we have been doing it since November of 2020 till now. And our African team has been able to make about 27 provisional discoveries of asteroids. And we are making a lot of progress in this program. So this is where we get our data, the pan stars. Our data is coming from the pan stars telescope, and after the scientists must have collected the data, they are sent to the International Astronomical Search Collaboration, and the data is distributed among different groups, and which we are among those groups. Then this is the software that we use for searching the asteroids. So this telescope that I just showed you here is, it takes images of a patch of the sky at different time intervals. So with this astrometrical software, we use it to detect some if there is an asteroid in the images. So look at an example of an asteroid, although this one has been discovered by other people. But this is the method that we use in detecting asteroids. So this is our timetable for the new academic year. So we actually started on August 10th, that means on Thursday. So we are registered to participate every month, every month. So we have August to September 4th, September 8th to October, all the way to 2024 on May. So then we also collaborate with the International Astronomy and Astrophysics Competition. Where we come in here is some African students that have been participating in this program. Um, Sometimes they do not have the finance to progress. For instance, they have the qualification round, the pre-final round, and the final round. But this qualification round is free. Everybody can participate. But if you pass it and you want to move on to the pre-final round, you have to make some payments. Some of our African students and participants don't have the finance. It's about $9 or €8. So they don't have the finance to support themselves. So about this year, the one that held this year, we supported about 10 African students from different African countries. So one thing about this is because we are in Pascal, I am very interested in bringing different African students into these asteroid citizen science. So we are working in collaboration with this so that they can also use their platform to advertise some of the projects that we are doing here at Pascal Lab. So we are actually working together as collaborators. Then I also spread information about space arts from the Space for Art Foundation. It is an organization founded by astronaut Nicole Stott. She's a retired NASA astronaut. So um, she tours around the world collecting space art from teachers and students from all over the world. But when the time comes for that, there is not a lot of contribution from Africans, and because I have connections, I have developed very deep connections across different countries in Africa. I use my platform to spread uh, information about the space art. She uses this space art uh, to build space spacesuits, and sometimes these spacesuits or space art are sent to the International Space Station. Then we have Pascal Project 2.0. This is a very recent project that we have just launched. Um, these are the we process images from the Hubble Space Telescope, the Webb Space Telescope, and the Los Commerce Observatory. So, and I have developed so many, about 13 videos on these projects. Okay, you can uh, watch the videos and learn it. Although I am planning to be hosting live training sessions with people that are interested in learning how to develop, how to obtain and process sky images. I'm yet to do the live training, but I have developed the videos. But the most interesting thing is that I am more interested in using free softwares to do it. The videos that I did, I used um, I used I used Photoshop, and Photoshop is not free, but I am also working to use GIMP and other free softwares to do that. Let me show you um, videos that I developed on our YouTube. Let me show you the YouTube videos that I have developed. Uh, let me. This is blocking. This is blocking my view.
It's locked, maybe?
It's blocking my view. Let me. Just a moment. Let me
Yes,
open a new tab.
should not be.
It's coming.
Fine.
So these are some of the videos. This is
Okay.
astrophoto image processing. Okay, let me pause it so that
Yes, it's coming.
yeah. Let me pause it. So these are some of the videos. So
Mhm.
the most interesting thing about this project is that I was able to process images from the James Webb Space Telescope, and I demonstrated it in one of my videos. In the last part of the videos, let me check. In the last part of the videos, I demonstrated it. Maybe I will send you the link. Maybe you can explore that later.
Okay, yes, right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I will send you the link. Explore that later. So, but I also have videos on the asteroid search. For those, I usually send it to those. Okay.
Hello and welcome to this
Uh
program.
oh, it
My
is.
name is Mirok Chibu.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I have actually turned it off. I also develop videos on the asteroid search, and I send it to
Mhm.
those Africans where their internet connection is not strong, so they can just watch it from there.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let me show you um my playlists. Okay, so this is videos for the asteroid search.
Okay.
Yeah. So in case um if you want to participate in our program, for instance, and your internet is not strong for us to host a live training session, I would send you the link. Then you watch it.
Mhm.
You watch it. Then everything is well explained here, and it has been very useful. So that is it. Let me proceed with my slide presentation. So, like I said before, the most interesting part of this astrophoto visual development is that I was able to process um, these images from the James Webb Space Telescope, and I used a free software to do that in the process, because one thing about James Webb Space images is that you need to align them with a special software. You need to register them before you can proceed, because the filters are not the same size. But for other telescopes like the Hubble, it is just very straightforward. So, and I've done about 3 videos on that, how to search and how to download and how to process it. But I hope to develop more, and I also hope to use free software entirely to do that. Then, after our project 2.0, we have 3.0. In this project, we hope to use the Las Cumbres Observatory, most especially for astrophoto. Now, when our participant must have learned how to process images from the archives, I would then assign them an account they would use to schedule their own missions. Okay, and also obtain their own images and process it. We also hope to use it to carry out research. In fact, that research is the most important. We want to. We have in my group. We have a lot of teachers, a lot of lecturers, researchers from universities across Africa, and they are very interested in astronomy, in hands-on astronomy. So, and some of them they are interested in promoting astronomy research in their university, but for you to conduct research in astronomy, you need a telescope. So with this telescope, I wish to, you know, introduce them to astronomy research. Then whatever is left of the time, we will use it for astrophoto image development in terms of capturing, sorry, scheduling and capturing images. And and we are lucky enough to to obtain 100 hours of telescope time from the Las Columbus Observatory. So, and one of those teachers was the one that asked me about curriculum. No, they want to develop a curriculum for teaching the undergraduates in Congo. And there are many of such teachers. That's why I reached out to Edward, and Edward reached out to you. So
Okay.
yeah, so we have this journal. One day I was going through Twitter. They were advertising like if you are from certain countries, global south, you know, you can publish free on their journal. So we can literally whatever that we research, we can publish it here for free. And to confirm that, recently on July 19th, I sent them an email to ask if that promotion, that promo is still on. They told me, yeah, I can. They are waiting for my papers. So that is what I want to do. So the road is clear for us, and I'm very much ready to carry out research. I want to first of all develop this. I'm very experienced in research. I know how to conduct literature review, but I want someone to guide me through the data collection, analysis, and so on and so forth. I have been engaged with the our solo sibling. I don't know if you know about it. Our solo
Yes, I know.
sibling,
Yes. Hmm.
Michael. Um, I talked with him about the last 2 weeks, and he has given me a lot of star to schedule and work on. But since then, it seems like he's very busy. We haven't met since. I'm also hoping that we will meet very soon. Maybe we will meet very soon. But as I'm waiting for him, I'm also open to work with other people because I would like to conduct this research this month and finish it this month. You know, I read some papers on the Las Cumbres Observatory, and they are very simple and very concise. And those are the kind of research that I want to promote in Africa. Like they are trying to, like they are covering astrometry of stars in our solar system. Sorry, in our
Hmm.
galaxy. So they are
Hmm.
mostly interested in determining the position and like confirming the position and the motion of those stars. So I'm very much interested in those research. And recently, because of the work I am doing in Africa, uh, Jean is my Facebook friend. He sees my work and he loves my work. So he says that. If anybody, any teacher in my organization is interested to get telescope, that he's willing to give them a telescope. So what I do is that if you succeed in my projects, in any of maybe started from the asteroid search, I will recommend a telescope for you. And with that, we are even building astronomy clubs, astronomy communities across Africa. You know, most astronomy groups in Africa do not have access to these handy telescopes. So if they work with me and they succeed in my projects, I recommend them to, for a telescope. So these are the works we are doing. And recently, the Office of Astronomy for Development, they also, uh, Kelvin, his name is Kelvin. He,
Yes, I know very well. Yeah.
I told him about my project, and he also said that they are also giving out telescopes. So I'm mostly interested in people that succeed in my project, and I will just give them a telescope. So these are the details of the work that I'm doing. So I'm very much interested to expand our project to incorporate space research or astronomy research.
Thank you very much, Michael, for this wonderful introduction of what you are doing and much more, your successes. You did achieve a
Yes.
lot with engaging people in Africa.
Yeah. It actually started as a
Many,
fun.
many countries.
It started as a fun. I never knew that it would get to this level. It started as a fun, and many people started to show interest. So wow, and
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it. Yeah.
No, that's it. That's it. And well, there are many, many questions that you raised. And but first, congratulations for having obtained time at LCO
Yeah.
for your project for the coming years, which is starting right now. And which object will you observe with LCO telescopes? Is it asteroids or some other any objects?
Okay. For now, I have interest in stars, variable stars. Carry out research in variable stars or double stars. However, if I see somebody that will guide me through the asteroid, no problem. Fine. I'll appreciate it. So if I see anybody or even in exoplanet, I'll be very much happy to
Yeah.
for that. Yeah.
Yes, because there is a group observing exoplanet at LCO, and well, and people working with the secondary school students to observe and to manage. In fact, I am, let's say, a bit far away of this, or on the edge, you see. What we are doing with the observations at LCO, the telescope time is used by students at the university to become graduate very often, or to do a dissertation for obtaining their graduation
Okay.
after 3 years at the university. And this is what we have developed. It's not an astrophysical course, not at all. It is an hands-on activity
Okay.
which can be included or transformed in any according to the wish of the lecturer, to the need of the courses given at the university, the need of the curriculum, which is already implemented at the university. We
Okay.
are not developing a curriculum at all.
Okay.
It's just an answer. And what we have developed, it's still a bit developing, but we did in the past year, the COVID, several training in South Africa. We did it in Zambia, in Zimbabwe, and in Zululand in South Africa, at nearby Durban, some years ago, well, before the COVID, you see,
Yeah.
where lecturers from universities coming from different places in Africa, not only from those countries, spend together 1 week to be trained to use in their own university, inside their lectures, this hands-on activity.
Yeah.
And this hands-on activity the purpose is not doing research or doing a publication. Well, it can be done. Okay, that's the point. There is no matter on that. But it's not the goal.
Okay.
Really to have the student understanding what, and also not only what to do with data, well, how we are collecting data from a telescope. What
Okay.
do we have to do? We must have a purpose. And of course, for the students, undergraduates,
Okay.
binary, it's an easy target. Then you have to understand when should I apply for the telescope time? Because, well, the sky is rotating, and which means that the Earth is rotating around the sun and so on. Then, which targets can I observe in terms of magnitude? In terms of the moon in the sky, sometimes
Okay.
you can't
Yeah.
observe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because it's too near. That's mad, but well,
Yeah.
that's the reality.
Yeah.
And okay, you will fail because there is bad weather, and it has been bad weather this year, every day, and so on. So the purpose is this. Then the student requests their observations, they obtain it, they download the data, and then they analyze the data. Well, they have a first look at the data with the DS9, which is a very good software, and it's a free software,
Okay.
to look at the quality of the observation. And also, well, you have a nice image with only stars, let's see. But where is your target? Well, you suspect that your target is more or less in the middle of the frame, of course,
Yeah.
because the telescope has a good pointing.
I
But
think
you
I
must
think you
be
can do that with
sure.
Astro Image J, right? You can also do that with Astro Image J.
You can do it with DS9, which
Okay.
is a free software that everybody is using in astronomy, you know.
Okay.
And so we do it. But before, you must have recognized where your target is using Aladdin.
Yeah.
Aladdin is a software which is produced by the Strasbourg data center, can be used online, or Aladdin Lite can be downloaded. So you recognize it. Then you have to measure the intensity of the target, which like an asteroid, after all. That's the same process with an asteroid, you see,
Yeah.
nothing different. But the students had in the university previous knowledge in optics. So he knows what is the meaning of the shape of the image, what is the theoretical size, and of course the size will be larger and so on. And then he will do
Okay.
photometry simply
Yeah.
by adding the use. But the student must know what is a CCD. What is the meaning of the value of the pixel given by a CCD? It can be an image given also by this kind of stuff or a
Yeah.
telescope, but it's monochromatic on a telescope. And how to reduce the data, how to analyze the data. Is it differential photometry, or is it photometry with the link to value of magnitude, which has been defined a long time ago, which are given in catalogs, which are defined by, of course, Vizier or whatever it is. And this can be done in two ways. It can be done in a very basic way with a software named Iris by Christian Buil, or if the students has knowledge, quite a lot of knowledge in Python,
Okay.
Python can be used by the students under the guidance of the tutor or the lecturer, of course, because Python can be a black box easily with a lot of things which are hidden, especially the size of the image in
Yeah.
arcsecond, and the field of view must be known, and so on. And then at the end, the students, according to the period of the target, will collect different images to cover the phase, and he will produce a light curve, and he could
Yeah.
compare the light curve to what has been published in terms, for example, of the depth of the primary eclipse or the secondary eclipse, if it exists, and so on.
Okay.
And discuss the data they have obtained and discuss the error bar, of course, and say, well, I need more observations. At which date I must take this observation in order to cover this gap in my light curve, or so on, you know. This
Yeah.
is the idea of Astrolab, and this is the way Astrolab is working. We don't teach the students at the university. It has been done only one at the very beginning many years ago.
Okay.
But now what we are teaching are the tutors who are using Astrolab or wish in their with their students as an hands-on activity. That's the way we are working. And well, let's say now, probably in 1 month from now, it could be by the mid of September, this tutorial will be put in on a website. And upon registration, everybody interested using Astrolab with students can log on it, and there it will be only a tutorial of everything from the very beginning, selecting the star, to
Okay.
the end, to produce a light curve. So it takes hours to go all through of it.
Yeah.
So it will be finished, let's say on let's say 1 month from now,
Okay.
roughly speaking. But we don't produce curriculum, and we do not produce exercises for the students. We are producing this hands-on activity, and then the tutor can adapt it to other targets. It can be adapted, of course, to asteroids. It can be
Okay.
adapted to Cepheids. It
Okay.
can be adapted to Delta Scuti. You see, that's
Yeah.
all. That's all. But it is done using LCO observations. Or if, well, any university got their own, let's say, remote telescope, because to go to an observatory, it's always very complicated. You have to
Yeah.
go to the night and so on and so on. It can be done with any other telescope, you know, for which the tutor or the lecturer has a link. There is absolutely no problem. It is not linked to LCO, except that LCO is giving, and also you can have access to the archives of LCO and retrieving images previously taken at LCO, even of the last supernova in M101. This can be analyzed the same way.
Okay.
Everything which is variable can be analyzed in
The
fact.
same way. Okay.
So that's Astrolab, how it's going on.
Yeah. In fact, I have knowledge of everything that you are saying right now because when I was interacting with Michael from the our solo sibling, he developed several
Hmm?
videos step by
Hmm?
step on these processes you have just
Yeah.
mentioned. So
Yes.
I'm very familiar with them with them, but my problem is he's not there because he said I should select a target star. I should select a target star and send a test observation so that we can estimate the right exposure time. So I have done
Mm-hmm.
that. I have done that. I think my exposure time that I used in that observation is good. So I want him to just make some comments before I'll proceed. But since then, I have not seen him. So that's the problem, and it is prolonging the research. So I can get into your own project. I can fit in. So, but do you have any target star that that you haven't observed?
No, we are not working like this. No, not at all. You have to select your target star after the understanding how to select a target star.
Okay.
You need first to understand why this star can be selected. We are
Okay.
not giving stars to be analyzed.
Okay.
There is just one example, which is a target observer, one of the very, very known, very well-known binary stars.
Okay.
But we are teaching you how to select a star.
Okay. All right. I can get in. I can fit in into the research.
Well, the research is something different. To do research in, let's say, variable targets or by whatever they are, Cepheids, RR Lyrae, asteroid, binary, you must be guided by a researcher in this domain in order to see
Okay.
where now are the interesting point. Which kind of RR Lyrae can I observe? Of course, for eclipsing binary stars, you have at the Strasbourg data center long list catalogs, I mean, of
Okay.
previously observed eclipsing binary stars. And in some of them, well, I would say quite a lot of them, in fact, you have the period, but well, the period is a bit uncertain and you don't have the depth of the primary eclipse or the depth of the secondary eclipse. And of course, those targets deserved to be observed. And if the magnitude is not too faint, I mean, the magnitude in the Vmag around at the maximum or minimum, whatever you say, 14 mag, you can observe it with LCO. And then if you join, for example, there are groups of researchers in binary star, you can publish your data, and then your data are incorporated in long list of observations because the binary star not only are variable in magnitude, but their period is varying. And the period is varying due to the tidal effect between the two components.
Okay.
And so the periods can increase or shorten, it depends of the life of each of the components.
Okay.
And there are groups, there is one big group on or simply binary star itself, where you can publish it. That's one way. So I could send you the link and you could contact them explaining
Okay. Yeah.
your wish application.
Okay. Yeah. I'll appreciate that. Me and Michael, we are working on Alara stars. So maybe I would.
Yes, rarely, right?
Yeah. I'm also interested in the Cepheids and the the eclipsing
Yeah, of
binary.
course.
Yeah.
Of course,
So
there are many variable stars,
yeah.
and there are rarely that are very important targets. And the Cepheids too, type 1, type 2.
Okay.
In mag, but after the signal over noise will be pretty low. But well, it's not too much a problem, but anyway, you need to have quite, well, a reasonable signal over noise, let's say,
Yeah.
something like this.
Send it to me via email so that it will remain permanent. If I want to reach out to them, I will.
I will send the downloading all the data needed, pretty heavy.
I didn't get
Because
you. The line was cracking. What did you say last? Line was cracking.
Okay, I said that the access to the tutorial for Astrolab will be open, roughly speaking, in 1 month
Oh,
from
okay.
now,
Oh, okay.
because there are many. It is a tutorial which consists of exercise. Have always the results of the exercise, and you have steps, and PDF, which are in fact PowerPoint, convert into PDF,
Okay.
giving the results, step by step. So
Okay.
it's pretty heavy.
Okay. All right. I'll be waiting in next 1 month. I'll be waiting. Hello. Network is very bad. Hello.
Mais,
Can you,
hello?
the line went off. Did you see something?
No, I saw nothing.
Oh, okay.
It's just glitching.
Okay. Yeah. I suspect so. So I appreciate your talk. I really appreciate them, and I'll be very glad if this project will work. Because in my group we have a lot of students.
Mhm,
They studied astronomy, but none of them got published. Like they carried research in their final year, but none of them got published because
yeah.
maybe they do not believe in what they did, and their supervisors
Mhm,
wouldn't allow them to publish it. And because of that, they can't even proceed to for their PhD. I'm affected by this. I carried out research in pulsars in my final year. I graduated in 2018. I have been asking my supervisors to allow me to publish my work. He said no, I shouldn't publish it, although it was kept in the university, in the
mhm,
the department library. He said I shouldn't publish
mhm,
it, but
mhm,
right now I'm very serious with my academic pursuit, and there are lots of students now teachers in my group, they really want to go into publication. They understand literature reviews. They just want uh, to engage in the research that will lead to publication. And also,
mhm, mhm,
it is also my wish because I wouldn't want other people to pass through this. Okay?
mhm. No, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. So, like for instance, I applied to about 12 U.S. universities uh, this last year. In the last application, I didn't get any admission because of publications. I don't
Mhm,
have any
mhm, mhm.
publication, and that's very terrible. So, but before I apply again, maybe I would get a publication, maybe one or two.
Mhm. Yes, I understand very well what you mean by this. Okay. I will
Yeah.
try to contact, well, through LCO, there are several teachers in US who are working with their students in their school, something like a club, which is after
Yes.
the school time.
Yes.
And I know that their students are publishing in some reviews. So I will ask them, well, I will discuss with them before contacting back you,
Oh yeah, I appreciate
giving
that.
maybe a new pass for publication, because I
Yeah.
understand very well what you mean by publication.
Yeah.
What that mean when you apply for university
Yeah.
to do a PhD, for example. What is your past knowledge?
Yeah. So because I didn't publish it in a known journal, they wouldn't believe me that I have actually engaged in research before. So
No, 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 I understand. Well, it's very complicated. Well, I should say, even for us, it can be complicated to
yeah.
publish. It can be rejected. No, 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 it is rejected from time
uh,
to time, of course. And, well, that's the normal way of life,
yeah.
doing research. But anyway, it can be complicated.
And I
Okay,
love
so
it.
I
I
will
love it.
contact.
I love research. I love research because I
No, no, I
I always
understand very
see
well.
myself as a scientist, and without a
Yeah.
publication, nothing. You're not a scientist here without a publication. So
Mhm.
yeah.
No, and understand. So I will contact these colleagues to understand more how they can do. In my country, the students don't publish. They start to publish only when they are engaged. At the end of their master, they do a dissertation, a long dissertation, which is not published.
Okay.
But then, if it is a good dissertation, they will do a PhD. And then during their PhD, they will publish.
Okay.
It's only, well, in my country, in Germany, in Great Britain, it's going that way. But I know that in the States, in the US, and probably in South Africa, I'm not sure of South Africa, but in the US, I heard of this, and I saw, publications
Okay.
just on the screen like this when discussing with colleagues.
Yeah.
So, well, I will send some email. We will be in holidays for 4 days, but in the middle of next week.
No problem. I'll be patient. In fact, I appreciate
Yeah, we,
because assuming that I never had this conversation with you, I would have taken more time. So I appreciate. I'll be patient. I'll be patient.
Okay, I will, if they can discuss with you and see what can be done. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that's great. I appreciate very much what you are doing, Michael. It's huge. No,
Thank you. I
it's wonderful.
appreciate it.
No, it's really wonderful.
Yeah.
You put a lot of effort, but keep an eye on the Office of Education OAE because you are a NEC.
Yeah.
And from times to times, they are launching competition on images, you see. So
Yeah.
probably we can take images with LCO, and I don't know what will be the next one. The past one was on Northern Light, but you don't
Okay.
have Northern Light.
Yeah, I don't have it.
No, either me, we don't have it, except we got one at the beginning. It was on the 20th of July. It has been a huge eruption. And people took images in Paris
Wow.
of Northern Light. It was in the very middle of the night, it was at 3 a.m. or something like this. But it has been seen even from the south of France. It was quite
Wow.
exceptional. But well, I would have loved to see it, but I don't. I was sleepy. I did not know the fact before. So yeah, it could be very much interesting. Just have an eye on what is going on at OAE.
Yeah, I'm always receiving notification. I mean, in the group, I don't know, a group, something like a boot camp group. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm in there. I receive emails, notifications.
So
So
you receive notifications. No, that's
yeah,
great. That's great. Because they will look for creating a database of images,
yeah,
which can be used by anyone, by any teachers, anyone,
yeah.
later on. So this is a point
Okay,
to keep an eye on it.
yeah,
And maybe next year, I think it will be a TTP competition, TTP call, teacher training program.
okay.
You could apply next year. I don't know when will be the next call for sending an application to have a TTP funded by OAE, but could be.
I will be anticipating it. I will.
Yes, you will, because it's something that you could create in your own country. I mean, face to face,
Yeah,
which will reinforce in your country what are doing you, and not only, but many people around, school teachers and university tutors and lecturers. So well, keep an eye on it.
yeah.
So I don't know when it will be launched. I have no idea this. But if you go on their website,
Maybe I will
you
check their
can
website.
see
I will check the website.
what was the previous one. It always gives you an idea what will be the next one.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Michael. I stay open to any question from you.
Okay, I don't have questions for now, but if I have, I will always email you.
Yes, contact me by email.
Yeah. Okay.
You are welcome. No problem at all.
All right. Thank you so much.
And okay, so thank you, Miracle, for this discussion.
Yeah. Thank you
And
too.
I wish you success
Yeah.
with the asteroids,
Thank you
which
so
is
much.
something absolutely extraordinary. And also with images, but asteroids are really important.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Thank you, Miracle. Okay, so have a good day
All right. Take care.
and take care, you too.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye bye,
Okay. Bye
Miracle.
bye.